Terve, Minaole, João Faleiroon. I have 28 years old. I was born in a small city in Portugal, on the middle of Portugal, called Tomar. But I studied and lived all of my life since I'm 10 years old in a military school in Lisbon. After that I go to the university, the Human Kinetics University, to take my certificate or my lessons in sport science, and after that master degree in exercise and health. And of course I have some certificates, more graduations parallel to help me on the field. I'm specialized in the football performance, and I started working on the Portuguese Football Federation as a physical coach, and at the same time as exercise physiologist on the biotech company. Yeah, in that biotech company I work as an exercise physiologist. The company works with nutrition, plant-based nutrition, and my job is basically to evaluate the products on the human body in terms of performance and body composition. On Portugal Football Federation as a physical coach, responsible to monitoring and prescribing the trainings for the main referees of the first league of football. If I have to choose in a few words what characterized me as a physical coach, I would say I have a scientific based approach on the field. I'm very rigorous and professional, I think. Also with me, I demanding in myself a lot, so I think sometimes I like to try what I prescribe to the athletes with myself to see how it works on the body, the impact on the body. Of course each body is different, but yes, that's one of the reasons that I stay practice some sport and in sessions on the gym. When I start my studies on the Human Kinetics University, I try to follow my passion, which is the sport, in specific football, and I take my degree on sport science. Okay, I did these 3 years studying sport science, but we have a lot of disciplines in all kind of sport, not only on football. And after that I go a little bit deeper on the knowledge and take the master degree in exercise and health, which allowed me to work with a lot of population, so even with the sports professional, because sometimes the athletes can have some kind of health problem like diabetes or hypertension or something like, so that's why I choose that master degree. And of course I have some certificates that help me on the field in terms of football management. I have workload certificate by Barça Universities, the FIFA diploma in medicine of football, so I try to find the best schools and take this knowledge to me to try to develop here the club, and I hope also to learn with the club philosophy. I think we have common interests, so I think I can help you, but at the same time I hope that this new environment will help me too. My function here is to manage the workload on the main team. We use questionnaires all day. The athletes need to fill the form in terms of well-being and readiness. We have another subjective scales to measure the efforts of each session. So we work with that kind of questionnaires. They fill every day, but at the same time we have more precise measures, and we use the polar devices for that. And of course we start here with a pre-season with cup games, so it's a different pre-season, and we put some load on the athletes. Now we want to decrease a little bit to achieve like an overcompensation before the Vegas League games started. Yes, I can explain. So we have more objective measures through the GPS and subjective measures to that questionnaires, because sometimes we can prescribe some specific training for the team or for some players, and the GPS show me one thing, but the athletes tell me another thing. So I need to combine both values, and sometimes I have to speak with the athlete when I see some values that are not supposed to be there, asking why and try to find the reasons. Yeah, basically is like that. I can talk individually with each player, because we have questionnaires all day and values of the GPS every day. Yeah, we can manage the load like that. Okay, so we start more or less 1.5 hours here on the office. Try to talk about some details of the sessions, and we go to the pitch more or less at 9:30 to build up the exercise and etc. After the pitch, after the session, we have a lunch time, and after the lunch again another meeting, talk about the previous session, and to discuss a little bit more details about the next day. And after that, usually I go to the gym and try to know a bit more of the whole city, and enjoy the sun. It's cold, but the weather it's more or less okay with that sun. Yeah, so in terms of the future, in medium term, of course, I want to help to develop the club and to achieve highest place on the Vegas League. This is my mission here. That's why I accept this job so far from Portugal. I believe in the project. We have good players on the team. We have good staff, good coaches, and I'm on the same boat. So I think we want the same, all of us. It's develop the club at the mean term. After that, we don't know. Yeah, one of my biggest dreams, professional, in terms of professional, it's working with top players, top professional players, and I started right now because the players are professional here. So this is what I want to my life. Of course, in terms of personal lives, I have another goals, but yes, I love Portugal. We have good weather. We have a high level of football. We have very good conditions. But if I would say like one of the best leagues to work in my area of physical performance, I would say England. Yeah, and we have some clubs in England with a lot of Portuguese guys. Maybe it's a dream work there. I think Finnish players, one of the positive points that I see, it's that I think they really like the strength and conditioning training. Of course, we have some exception. Not all the players love that, but on a general way, I think this is one of very positive points. I like to work with them. They like to go to the gym. They like to go strength and conditioning training on the field outside of the pitch. So yes, I think it's one of the best things here. In Portugal, we also have this culture of working the body, but maybe you don't have like so many spaces with connections to the club to make this possible. So if the players want to develop, they need to go to a normal gym or a health club or something like that. We don't have facilities nearby the clubs. Of course, we have the Benfica, Sporting, Porto, Braga, the big clubs. They have that kind of conditions, but like I would say 50% of the clubs, they don't have that, so it's a little bit more difficult. It's a completely different environment. Of course, it's very cold, very dark. Not now, but when I arrived to Oulu, I felt this. It's like a lack of light, but I like the culture. I like the persons. Everyone received me well here, and I'm comfortable with the staff members, and all the guys in the club are amazing. I start to enjoy a little bit more of the city because the sun helps. I pick my bike and sometimes I go just to know the places, the rivers, and the people say that on summer the Oulu is amazing, and I'm looking forward to see that because in Portugal we also have beach and good weather, but yeah, I have good feelings here. Of course, the worst part is I'm far away of my family, my friends. This is the most difficult part for me, but yeah, it's my mission now.